The Lenovo Duet 2-in-1 Chromebook starting at just $289 with 64 gigabytes of storage. This model here I picked up at Best Buy for $299, and this comes with double the storage, so 128 gigs of storage on top, and in addition to the cloud storage provided by Google Drive or your favorite cloud service, I think it's more than enough. I've had this device for about a week, and I have to say, Lenovo didn't need to make this device. It's almost like an apologetic letter to Google, although Lenovo never did anything wrong. Lenovo didn't need to take that leap of faith with Chrome OS and build this incredible, yet incredibly simple piece of tech. In fact, I go out on a limb and say that Chrome OS needed the Lenovo Duet and not the other way around. Just recently, I reviewed the Samsung Chromebook, a beautiful sample of what we'd expect of a Chromebook and Chrome OS. And of course, Samsung with their iteration of a premium Chromebook. I loved it, but I then line hated three things. The hinge, featuring an epically wobbly screen, the battery life of 4 hours. Of course, we can blame that on the beautiful 4K AMOLED screen, and the price tag of $999, also part and due to that beautiful 4K AMOLED display. Enter the Lenovo Duet 2-in-1 Chromebook. It does just about everything right, just about. And with a price tag 70% less than the Samsung Chromebook, it hits the sweet spot of price, purpose, and performance. And definitely it humbled my spec sheet loving ass, making me ask the question, how did Lenovo pull this off? Now, before we begin, I have to say this device really impressed me, and I'm that kind of guy you'd call an enthusiast. I love top tier specs. I love game changing devices that are meant to push the boundaries of form factor or how we interact with tech and the space around us. Devices such as the Samsung Galaxy Fold 2, Microsoft Surface Duo, and NVIDIA's all-new RTX 3080, all scheduled to land on this channel for a review, but all really darn expensive, unless someone cares to sponsor little old review dork. So here we go. The little engine that could, that one device of 2020 that reshapes our thinking of what's possible, and for the price point, a blueprint I wish other tech companies would follow. So first, let's start with the display. A 10.1-inch IPS display with a resolution of 1920 by 1200, also known as 1080p plus, with a 16 by 10 aspect ratio for extra vertical space. It somehow invites you to put it in portrait mode, and there's a science behind it, a whole lot of science that goes way back, and we're gonna get to that in a second. But even more interesting is the width of the display. It is 1.6 times the height, which is very close to the ratio known as the golden ratio, which is 1.618. So we're gonna go to school here really quick. A golden rectangle with a longer side A and a shorter side B, when placed adjacent to a square with sides of length A, will produce a similar golden rectangle with a longer side A plus B and shorter side A. The golden ratio has been the love affair of mathematicians since the beginning of time, making this Chromebook tablet perfect no matter what orientation you have it in. So remember, I said it almost invites you to put it into portrait mode, and that's because of the 16 by 10 or the golden ratio. So it feels comfortable in landscape, and it feels comfortable in portrait. This is a colorful, vibrant display and clocks in at 400 nits at full brightness. And I just want you guys to be aware that we have a studio light, a massive studio light that is just projecting on me. And somehow this display is able to show itself in all its glory straight at the camera. So apologetic actually has the wrong view. Now, actually, he points out something really interesting. Your angled view is not gonna be that great, as you guys can see there. So, and yeah, it doesn't help that the light's right there. But at this price point, you are getting 400 nits. You're just not going to get a better screen anywhere else for the price. As for sound, Don't expect it to fill a room. We recorded peak dB between 60 and 70 decibels, which is about the decibel range of a normal conversation. But then I thought about it. If Lenovo was thinking about its target market and a bunch of kids going to school with this device, and they're all on YouTube watching different videos, how crazy would that be? If it was like 80 dB like Adele or... So, you know what? Lenovo, we caught on to you. We caught on to you. The footprint is small, 9.44 inches by 6.29 inches, also weighing in at 1 pound minus the keyboard and the kickstand. And you have a device that's pretty easy to travel with. Now suit the Duet with its kickstand and its keyboard, and it's just 2 pounds. That's pretty wild. Not to mention, we got about 9.5 hours of battery life out of this machine, and that was with the display at peak brightness. Anyone watch Umbrella Academy on Netflix? Applejacks, have you seen the Umbrella Academy on Netflix?
I have not.
He spends too much time on TikTok and Tinder. Anyways, this was my go-to streamer, and this all made possible by 7,000 milliamp hour battery, about twice as much power as you'd find in a flagship Android phone. The CPU and RAM department is not as exciting as, let's say, an Intel Core i5 10th generation processor found in the likes of a Samsung Chromebook. This device features a MediaTek Helio P60T clocked at 2 gigahertz, and of course you got 4 gigs of RAM, and you know, even with 6 tabs playing YouTube videos, this little guy said, okay, I'm good. What's next? Which takes us to the build quality. It's solid and easy to hold. Lenovo somehow found the golden ratio of weight and size. It looks premium and it feels premium thanks to its aluminum alloy body. And to be honest, you really do forget that this device costs just $299. You also see the simplicity in design here, with everything being on the right side of the tablet. You got the power button, the volume rocker, one lonely USB-C port, and no mini SD card slot. And so this may or may not be a deal breaker for some. For those curious, you can get a USB-C to HDMI connector and connect to a bigger external display, or maybe just your television or a projector if sales presentations are your thing. Okay, so this device only does have one port, but between Bluetooth and USB-C hubs and Lenovo's faithful attempt to keep device costs super low, I can't be mad. A 10-watt power brick, a USB-C charging cable, and a headphone adapter come in the box. And I'm playing catch up because I think Applejacks was behind on that. Camera transition, also kickstand and keyboard, and it just adds that much more value to this little thing. Sure, the keypad is cramped and I have big hands. I mean, I have really, really big hands. I'm just a big guy. The trackpad here is just super, I don't know, just enough room for my thumbs. Anyways, we got a tight trackpad and that's fine. As far as the flimsiness, a lot of reviewers out there have called this part, which is a 5-pin pogo connector, flimsy. And I get it. The design is reminiscent to a Microsoft Surface, and it's part and due to this ribbon. Let's see. Yeah, Applejacks, you got it. It's a nylon woven type of material. Almost feels plasticky, but yeah, nonetheless, the tablet will not be able to support itself without the kickstand. So you just want to go ahead and keep that in mind. Flimsy, it is not. It's pretty sturdy. The kickstand allows you to adjust. This is actually the first time I've adjusted the kickstand this far back, and I have to tell you, I like this. I like this angle. This is really, really good. This angle is the golden ratio. So who is this for? Read a lot of reviews, with some saying it's the perfect companion device for your primary PC or laptop, or that it's the perfect device for children, especially in the age of distance learning. Personally, this device can be my daily driver, allowing me to do everything from answer emails, create documents, stream on Netflix, Hulu, and yes, even play video games. Thanks to streaming services like Google Stadia, and as of September 15th, Xbox Game Pass comes to the Google Play Store. This device can literally do what 95% of the population needs it to do, and for the price, it's better than 95% of the competition, making Apple's $349 Magic Keyboard seem disgustingly unreasonable. This is Gabe with Review Dork. I am signing out. Link down in the description. Pick yours up. Best Buy, Amazon, wherever you can find it. You're gonna love it. Your kids are gonna love it. And yeah, Lenovo. Can't wait to see what's up your sleeves there, huh? I'm signing out. Peace.